What's going on, guys? This is going to be a short series about us getting the roof on this house ready for metal. We got a couple things to do around the edges of it here and there, a few soft spots to take care of. Like this one here, you see we'd already went into it and fixed it up. And then we'll take you guys along with us on some of our other repairs as we get ready for the metal. And right now I'll take you out there and show you this big angle change on the back side of the house that we're most of the way through. I'm pretty late getting to filming this little intro part of the video, but over here, see, this is a couple weeks into the future from where you guys will be starting, but over here is that big angle change. We'll get you caught up on first thing. The roof to this house used to come down. You see, this was the original house, we suspect. And the roof came down and stopped here a long time ago. Somebody added on this addition, and they had the roof, see right where those boards are, that's where the roof used to be. The roof came along and it had like a 1/2 inch on 12 fall, almost a flat roof. And you see they'd left this roof unchanged and they just came and hooked onto it. So we had to come in and make this big angle change where, see right above this vent, that used to be the peak of this part. Well, this actually isn't this actually isn't original either, I don't think. If you step over here, you see that front door right over there. That square like that way is the original house, and then this, the front porch and this room here, was all added on later, and then at some other point this was added on. There's been a lot of stuff happen to this place since 1960. But anyway, this here add-on, the center of its peak used to be right at the center of that little vent, and the peak of the rest of the house is right over here where our new peak is. See, so we had to make a new ridge board and make the peak from this room be the same as the rest of the house, so we could go straight up from there and run all the way down until we meet the old roof here at the back corner. That way, instead of having this 3.5 on 12 here and then a 1/2 inch on 12, now we've got a nice 2 on 12 inch pitch the whole way down. See, before we had plenty of fall, everything would run down here and then stuff would just collect and you were sure to have leaks. This place did have leaks when we got here. We smoothed out a bunch of the roof sealer stuff up on the roof, and it didn't leak for a while, but we knew that was going to come back because you can't leave that flat roof up there. It just won't work long. So now we'll go ahead and jump up on the roof. And you see the shingles here. This is all the original roof that we had to start working with up here. I know, Muffin. I'll be right down. Muffin's upset. So you see over here where you can tell all our new angling has been going on. You can see right here where this side comes down. Right here we used to have a down, and then there was a big flat spot out there. And this roof here also ran down and into that big flat spot out there. Now it's starting to look like one singular roof, or one house rather. Another thing is, you see our continuous peak. That's another addition over there. See the lower roof. But here's the main body of the house. See the peak of the roof, how it comes along, and it just continues, pretty as can be, flat and level across over there. This peak used to be lower, right about in here somewhere. This would come along, and then it dropped down for some reason. They made that roof addition lower, and it came out like that. But now we got coming right across. Now when you're down at the road looking across the roof, we only have this one funny part here where the roof comes down and then up. And then this is continuous. Instead of having that silly over here, back down, a whole bunch of different silly roof lines. This is a bunch of work that we've done already. You'll see in another episode or two. Look at our pretty wall back here. This has come a long way. You'll see. Muffin. What? All right, I'm coming. I think Muffin wants us to come down. Here's our fancy plans for the pitch change that we made to the roof. These are very expensive papers, I want you to know. See right here where it shows our existing roof plan. This is where we have what we had before, where the old roof, see, it came down here and then it went over to a pretty much flat roof. And this other line here is the next roof over, where the other roof was up higher than this one. That was the before one, going from less than 1 on 12 to more than 2 on 12. And here's what it looks like now from the side. Much is better. See, here's what it looks like on paper underneath that roof you just seen. See, this is untouched roof over here, and this is everything we had to add to make the new pitch. You can see right here, this is before we added things. Here's the existing roof. See how it had a pitch up here, it had fall this way, it fell down here, and it fell down this way. This is like the ridge and the ridge, and this down here was just a flat spot that this fell into and fell into. But now, the new roof structure, so we have all these 2x6s running this way, and this takes this pitch and runs it down where this is falling downhill, and it's meeting this roof where it's falling downhill, making that new valley. See all my framework? Let's see, these are 2x6s going this way. Over here where you see these 2x4s here, I'll show you them right here what they look like on the roof from the underside. But those are boards that run across these rafters to hold up my barge rafter out here. See, I got 1, 2 rafters in the wall, and then the barge rafter. This one is called a barge rafter because it's hanging out here off of these. These 3 rafters and those 2x4s are supporting it. See, here was the existing roof where it came down to flat, and then here's where we added a new ridge beam, and 2x6 rafters this way, and like a 20-foot long span this way. That's why we have our little walls here. Well, that about wraps it up here for the part 1 of our series of fixing up the roof. If you guys enjoyed this stuff, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell. Make sure you got the bell on for the notifications, and leave a comment if you like. For part 2, the next video we got going, you see we've already made a bunch of progress while I've been recording and making part 1. There'll be plenty more to see. In part 2, we're going to be getting under the rest of the roof, taking care of some soft spots and working on the eaves all around, and seeing what kind of a mess we got hidden under the surface. So I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.